Hello and welcome to this Python tutorial. So in the previous tutorials we pre-processed our data, we fitted logistic regression to the training set, then we predicted the test set results, and today we're going to evaluate if our logistic regression model learned and understood correctly the correlations in the training set to see if it can make powerful predictions on a new set, especially the test set. So this confusion matrix is going to contain the correct predictions that our model made on the test set, as well as the incorrect predictions. Alright, so let's create this confusion matrix. Once again, it's going to be very fast. And as usual, we're going to import a tool that is going to help us compute this confusion matrix faster. Only this time it's not going to be a class, it's going to be a function, which we will import from the sklearn.matrix library. So let's do it. Let's type from sklearn.matrix import, and then we import our function. So our function is confusion matrix, confusion underscore matrix. Alright, and you can clearly make the distinction between a class and a function, because remember the class contains capitals at the beginning of the words. So now we're going to use this function to compute the confusion matrix in just one line. So we're going to call our confusion matrix CM, which is a new variable, but it's the confusion matrix. And then we're going to use our function, confusion matrix, that we just imported. Here we go. And then we're going to input the parameters. All right, so let's inspect the confusion matrix. We press Command I to have a look at the info. Here we go. So that's our parameters. Let's see what parameters we have to input. So the first parameter is y true. So that's the correct values. That's the real values. That's the values of your data set. That's actually what happened in real life. And a cool name to designate it, I like this name, it's ground truth. Ground truth means the real values that happened in reality. Okay, so our first parameter is then y test, because this is the vector of the real values, which are telling if yes or no the user really bought the SUV car. And then what is the second parameter? The second parameter is y pred. So this time it's the vector of predictions. The vector of predictions that our logistic regression model predicted. So do you guess what this is? It's actually y underscore pred. And that's it. That's all we need to know. I know there's several more parameters. Oh, actually there's just one parameter, it's labels. But it's fine, we're not going to use it. We have everything we need here. So let's select these two lines and execute. Alright, the confusion matrix is created. Now let's have a look. To have a look at it, we can go to the console here and type CM and then press enter to have a look at it. Okay, so here's the matrix. We will analyze in much further details the confusion matrix in the final section of this part about evaluating the model performance. But so far, I'm just going to tell you that the two numbers here, 65 and 24, are the correct predictions. And those two numbers here, 8 and 3, are the incorrect predictions. So we can see that we have quite a lot of correct predictions. That's good. We have 65 plus 24 equals 89 correct predictions. And we have 8 plus 3 equals 11 incorrect predictions. So that's good. That's a first step into evaluating a model performance. But really the most interesting way to do that, to evaluate a model performance, is what we're going to do in the next tutorial, because we're going to have a graphic visualization of our results, and we will clearly see how our classifier separates the two categories. That means that we will see the decision boundary of the classifier and therefore the decision regions. That means that we're going to clearly see the region where the classifier predicts that the user is going to buy the product, and the other region where the classifier predicts that the user is not going to buy the product. You'll see it's going to be very fun. It's going to be exciting visual graphic results. I can't wait to show you this. So I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial, and until then, enjoy machine